So there's also a continuation, right? In fact, we believe that from Matthew 5 right up to Matthew 7, right? He probably shared it on the same mount. Look at the birds of the air, and you would imagine, right, if the weather was good. I'm sure that day it did not rain. There were probably birds flying.
Now, when you think about it, when you read the Bible and you go back into the Bible, the story of Abraham. Remember Abraham? People, that's a long time ago. The shepherds of Abraham were fighting about water with the other shepherds of a Philistine king, which was named Abimelech, or Avimelech as we say in Hebrew. They were fighting over the source of life, which is water. So they had two options, either to continue fight or to stop fighting. And what is the decision which they have made?
Stop fighting.
Stop fighting. And they decided to have a covenant over water, over a well. And therefore there is a town, now it's a big city in Israel, which is called Beersheba or Beersheba. It's actually Be'er Shava, that's the proper Hebrew, and this is why. It means a covenant over water. Meaning we make an agreement, we are not going to fight again over water, we make peace. So this peace already started with Abraham, people, Abraham. Okay? Think about it. Also think about Ishmael and Isaac. When they are about to bury their father, which was called, thank you, they were both attending the funeral. And that means it's a sign of peace. He says, blessed are the peacemakers. Yeah.
Yes.
Toilet, of course. Anybody?
Today's hot.
Exactly. On the Israeli map, you'll never see Sea of Galilee. You will see Kinneret. That's the word. Kinneret. That's in Hebrew. Kinneret. Why Kinneret? It's not like what most Israelis would like to believe. It has a shape of a violin, which in Hebrew we call kinnor.
You come in the search and seas. Galilee, amen. Come on, man. If you want to stand up, please feel free. We are free and easy here. Okay, let's go. With Christ in the vessel, we can smile at the storm, smile at the storm, smile at the storm. Hey, wait. I recall we have some Rock Kids servers and leaders. Come on, can I invite the Rock Kids servers and leaders to come out and show us the action? Come on, how can this song go without action? Where are we? Esther, where are you? Then, hey, these two, Andy. Hey, come on. Hey, children, come on, stand up, children. Let's do this, let's have fun, okay? Let's have fun, okay? Esther will teach us, okay? Okay, Carissa and Esther, come. Let's go, come on, everybody. Smile at the sailing boat. Sailing boat. Sailing boat. In the vessel we can smile at the storm as we go sailing home. Sailing home. Sailing home. With Christ in the vessel we can smile at the storm as we go sailing home. When the oceans rise and thunders roar, I was so with you above the storm. Father, you are king over the floods. I will be still, know you are God. I will be still. I will be still, know you are God. As the music goes on, if you want to take a moment to just close your eyes, if there's any storm in your heart, right now, I want you to just see the Father. He is the King above the storm. He is the God of all creation. And He is your daddy God. He is in your very moment right now, in the midst of your storm. He's in your boat. There was another story when Jesus was asleep on the boat and a storm arose, and the disciples cried out, Lord, don't you care that the storm is howling and we are perishing? Maybe that's what you're feeling right now. You know the Lord is with you, but in your heart of hearts you feel that, hey, where is He? Where are you, Lord? Where are you in the midst of the storm? I don't see you. Are you sleeping? Why aren't you doing anything right now? Why are you ignoring my cries? But you know what? See the Lord arise. See the Lord arise right now. Awaken from your cries. The Lord arises and He doesn't speak to you. He says, Shalom. Shalom. And there was a big peace. So I declare to you right now, from the land of Israel, in the very sea that He spoke Shalom, I declare to you right now for your situations, Shalom. Shalom. See the Lord arise. Peace. Amen. In Jesus' name. Amen. Amen.
Do a circle. Complete circle. No, okay. Lady.
Looking this way. Put your hand here. Put your hand.
בין הידיים עוד לא ציירתי פרח, עוד לא גיליתי תוביל אותי הדרך ולאן עוד לא אהבתי די הרוח והשמש על פניי עוד לא אהבתי די הרוח והשמש על פניי הרבה דברים שרציתי לעשות את בטח תסלחי לי גם בשנה הזאת
Biết số tất cả xe này đi.
You so much at the house container already.
The bus, the dread, whenever you choose, after you had the ice cream. So take your time.
People who live here. It's not, somebody in Tel Aviv that has like outlet. This is people of the kibbutz, the shop is theirs. So the people who live here, remember that community of people, remember we talked about the word kibbutz, remember? When people pretty much share their income. Yeah.
What kind of trees he climbed?
Sycamore.
Sycamore tree. In other words, now that you know the story of Zacchaeus, you understand that to climb a sycamore tree is relatively easy, right? The story of Zacchaeus is interesting. You know why? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Because Jericho doesn't have too many trees like this. That's very rare in Jericho. Rare. The tree of Jericho is this. What's the name of that tree over there? Over there? What's the name of the tree over there? Palm tree. The date, the palm. The palm tree is the tree of Jericho. So how come Zacchaeus is climbing this one and he's not climbing the other one? And don't tell me you cannot climb it. Because how did they pick the fruit in biblical time? They had to climb the tree, correct?
Correct.
So why do you think he climbed this but he's not climbing that? When when most of the trees of Jericho are, and I'll show you when we are going to be by Jericho. Shall I tell you why?
Yes.
Because if you open the Bible to read Psalm 92 verse 12, you will understand something. Thank you.
The righteous shall flourish like a palm tree. He shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon.
Who?
Righteous.
Was Zacchaeus a righteous? Not at all. What did he do for a living?
Tax collector.
And he admitted that he collected more what he should have collected. Is that okay?
Yes.
How come? Because later on he says, I'm willing to give the people 4 times more. Meaning he knew he did something wrong. Okay? The righteous, meaning the date represents righteousness. Right? He's not a righteous. At least not yet. The tree here, that tree behind me, in Hebrew, Shikma. Shikma. The prophet Amos. Thank you. He was actually preaching. He was born somewhere else, but he preached somewhere else. The place where he preached to the people of Samaria, they did not like to hear him. Nobody likes to hear people tell you do wrong. Nobody wants to hear, right? Nobody. You don't. You want to hear people you did right, you did excellent. You don't want to hear somebody tell you, you're not, you don't. No. And when he was preaching to those guys from Samaria, they said to him, go back home, prophet. Prophet in a very negative way. And what Amos answered to them? Amos' answer to them was as follows, and I'm quoting, even though I see some people hiding, it doesn't matter. He says, I'm not a prophet, nor I am a son of a prophet. Meaning I'm not a professional preacher. What I do, I'm a shepherd. You understand the word shepherd? It's not really just being a shepherd. It's actually leading. And I dress the sycamore tree. Why? Because from that tree, when the fruit already it's like this size, it's orange color. The sheep eat, the animal, not people. It's good. You can eat it too, but it's not tasty. It's mostly, in other words, and the tree in Hebrew, shikma, and in the Hebrew, to say to restore, leshakem. So the word restoration coming from the tree. And now you understand why Zacchaeus had to climb the tree of restoration before he is worthy to go on the tree of righteousness. So it is not a coincidence that Zacchaeus climbed the sycamore tree. Okay? By the way, the name is interesting too. Is Hebrew, the Hebrew name is not, Zacchaeus is not Hebrew. Zacchaeus is, let's say, Greek translated to English. But he took from the Hebrew without understanding the meaning. In the Hebrew, Zakkai means not guilty. So, when you read the name Zakkai, you said, wait a minute, but he did something wrong. But later on his life will change. So already in the court, he is not guilty. Why? Because he actually admitted he did something wrong and he's going to correct his way of life. But that will happen only after he met Jesus. Thank you. Follow me. Prepare the feast. Cedar and pine, those are the most, and oak the very man who found the boat and still live here. So you have to say, hi, Yuval. His name is Yuval. Hi, Yuval. Yeah. Where is our leader? Here, where are you? Where are you hiding? Here? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I really grabbed him from work because I wanted him to come and say hi to you, so you see it's not just somebody you see on the screen. He's a person who lives here. He's 80. He's 80 already, and he still works. He's a sculptor. Remember? He's a sculptor there. You remember when we left Iberia, I showed you this big piece of stone? Yes. He did it. And I'll show you more tomorrow. Okay? Yeah. That's his job. And he actually trained people to be sculptors, etc., etc. He would say to us one word because he had to go back to work. So.
The moment we'll find the boat, the weather change. Very strong rain starting, but stop quickly. Sun go outside and big rainbow go outside. The moment we'll find big rainbow go outside, she's so strong, she's double rainbow. You see sometimes double. So we are thinking maybe she belongs from somebody this boat. Somebody give to us rainbow like this.
Yes. Yes.
And after many miracles, she's here now. She changed all the area from something good because the special spirit in this boat, and people come here more laughing, feeling good. She changed all the
and he found it with his brother. They still live in the kibbutz. And it's amazing that a gentleman like this that, can write a book and retire. No. The condition that we made, the boat has to stay here. The boat has to stay, and they are still living here. Let's give him a round of applause. We appreciate the change, and we have to send him back to work. But I wanted you to know that it is not just somebody you see, it is someone who actually lives here, was raised here, was born here, and we are glad that you can come in and see the boat in the place where it was found.
We are checking in Carbon 14, how old she is. She's 2,000 years.
Now, but they check it with Carbon 14, and Carbon 14 authenticate the time, and it's 2,000 years old. Okay? Thank you so much, people. Enjoy.
I call upon your name, you deliver me from harm. In the shadow of your wings, no fear comes. I turn to you alone, Jesus, you're my guiding light. In the presence of your love, I will abide.
So, people, those of you who haven't seen, come.